You are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Now, where did we leave off? Ah, yes. The fight between Ylva and the party was cut short when the Eridsson surrendered peacefully, entering their custody for questioning.
When Zephyr got hit, it turned into like an accordion, like in the Tom and Jerry cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
He just like crumpled and then... I am on hydraulic press TikTok, and so every time it gets to a cylinder of
They're nice, but they're bad.
empty metal, they crumple, and it's just so satisfying.
It is. Have you seen that one lady who's just like, no, yes,
yes.
no?
I don't like those because I want my own opinions.
I'm
not a sheep.
I like them only because I like how popular she got, and there are like now TikTok videos about her TikTok videos being like, boss won't like that one. Nope, get out of here.
No, I've seen those. I've definitely seen those.
All right, so since it does appear that you all have defeated your quarry of Ylva, at least she's currently seeming to surrender, we're going to go ahead and call that the end of that chapter, which means you all level up.
Hey! Oh, wait, doesn't that mean we all get a hero point?
It does indeed.
Hey! I am out. I need one.
I was thinking that last episode that we should all get.
Hold on. Uver gets a hero point. Einar joined too late.
That's a good point.
Hey!
Sven, could you hold on to Uver's hero point for him?
I can do that.
Hey, wait a second.
Can we all give a wow of appreciation?
Yeah, we do need a wow of appreciation.
Wow.
Thank you.
I want to point out the fact that I still don't like the word appears to have defeated.
Well, you don't know.
No.
What did you guys get for your level?
Nothing.
Nothing? Man, I mean,
Aye.
level 7 does kind of suck.
It does.
Yeah, totally.
does.
You
We only get level 4 spell slots for casters.
only level
Yeah.
4
Only
spell
level 4
slots.
spells.
Yeah.
And I
you,
lost
casters.
some spell slots.
I got some cool things.
What do you get?
Talk
I'm
about
now
it.
a master in religion.
Nice.
My wisdom went up, so now my wisdom is a +2 instead of a +1.
I was about to ask.
I got Nephilim resistance, so
Nephilim.
now her like regular veins, so just regular blue veins, are more like white now,
Oh.
and she's a little colder to the touch as she has cold resistance 5 now,
Ooh.
just as a flat.
Cool.
And
Wow.
I also got another thing that I'm not gonna bring up right away.
You shouldn't have said
So what are
anything
the
about
cool
it.
things?
Her veins, they're cool.
What'd you get, Sven?
Yeah, Sven, what did you get?
Character get?
What did my character get?
Yeah.
I'm not going to claim that any of my stuff is cool. I can only hit things way harder because now I have +19 to hit.
Dang.
Wow.
And I get
Yeah.
just a base +8 to damage.
As like a
Congratulations.
base, I think everybody else here's plus hit
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
14.
Mine's
13.
16.
I can...
Oh, you're a marshal.
my initiative bonus... I get an initiative bonus now, so I get +17.
Are you an expert in initiative?
Master.
Ooh.
Or perception, actually. Master in perception.
I'm
Yeah.
just trained still.
Yeah. But
Same.
I'm a marshal, so pretty much that's my cool stuff is I just get to hit things a lot harder. Oh, I'm also have a +19 in athletics, so yeah.
Well, what'd you pick for your general feat?
Very
Or
athletic.
your ancestry feat?
My ancestry.
Why are we
feat?
just divulging everything right now?
You don't have to.
Yeah. I mean,
The
that you
whole
gave us a
cool
lot.
stuff.
Let's move to somebody. What'd you
Yeah.
get? Petit?
Well, in my defense, everybody kept passing me their cards, and I wasn't able to choose mine.
fair.
So
I did not pass you my cards. if that's
not
any
you. You're not
consolation.
everybody.
I hope Sven didn't pass you his cards.
So yeah, me. There's one really specific thing that I got, and I think it's pretty cool. And Jordy actually pointed it out to me as well as like the second I saw it. It is studious spells. So in place of my level 1 spell slots, not really in place, but I gained 2 spell slots for rank 2 spells, which are studious spells. There's only 4 of them to choose from, but they're very utility. One of them is super cool. I can cast it and like I don't want to say ensure a strike, but I get basically advantage on my next strike. I lost my brain.
Is that a
at that
fortune
very
effect?
point. Yes.
Okay, I need to know that.
But then the other one, I can cast it, and there's 5 of us, besides Cornelius and maybe anyone else who's going with us. I could cast and get us all to breathe underwater for 1 hour.
That's really useful considering that there's water over there.
Campaign?
I don't know anything we're gonna come up against, but
There's a lake. Let's
I
go.
didn't know we were
swimming.
going to
Do you
Aslan.
know how many times a character of mine is almost drowned?
Why do you put your character into that situation?
Ask Jordy why there's water existing.
Yeah,
Jordy, why does
water
Jordy, why
exist?
does water exist?
Okay, well, my thing, my thing is stealth. So, our just went off the map. My thing is stealth. So maybe we
drowning.
could just all go underwater and stealth our way to the next.
It's a
boss.
good spell.
That is actually
I
pretty
appreciate it. It makes to where if one of us falls
Water
unconscious and
travel.
lands in water, they won't die.
It still takes a minute to cast. So.
Oh, so you better be falling for
yeah.
a whole minute.
Yeah.
yeah.
Abby, you want to talk about what you got?
I guess. I didn't get anything that exciting.
Same.
It's a lie. You were super excited about a secret.
I was
If it's a
excited about a
secret.
Oh, no.
secret. I mean,
you.
general feats and stuff. Some rank 4 spells that just are pretty great with how I've designed this character.
Nice.
Any you want to share from rank 4?
Oh,
She
why
only got
not?
one.
Or do you want to save them?
I've got
You could save it. I'm going to save my rank 4 spell because we can't cast them this game, this session, unless we sleep.
I'll just save it until it comes up
Yeah.
because I'm pretty excited about it.
Sounds good.
If you know anything about this character,
I'm going to guess you
it
grabbed
just goes so well with her.
Phantom Entanglement, which is not a spell.
No. I don't even know what that is.
Cast bottomless jug.
Yes.
Mhm.
No.
You cast an object.
No. No.
The only thing I got is read lips.
Is there a spell?
That's
to
pretty
make
good, though.
music?
It is pretty good.
I
but,
thought I had that and then I didn't.
yeah, you need to be trained in society.
Yeah. I mean, I am trained in society.
Get it.
I'm an expert in society.
The reason why I got it is because I know so many languages.
That's fair.
So
That's
it's
fair.
like-
I almost took multilingual again so I could learn another language, but
Mhm.
I was like, no, that's
If-
not fun for me.
If I don't have anything out of the general feats or the skill feats that I want, I just grab multilingual.
That's fair. I mean, it makes sense for Elward.
No, that's all of my characters.
Oh, all your okay. That's just
I don't know what else I want.
that's
multilingual.
just Jenkins.
Jordy, what did you get in
he
your
just
level
wants
up?
to be multilingual.
I got old.
Well, don't die yet.
That is on my next birthday. Is
I
that
did
you
forget
leveled up?
about
I got
something
you
else.
something, Jordy.
Yeah.
But I'll let Abby speak because she had something.
Hang on, there was a feat that I took. Now I don't remember what it
For
was.
all the things you didn't want to talk about, you certainly have a lot to talk about.
Oh, okay.
I was filling in time.
Dadgummit, sir.
I grabbed one of my ancestry feats called Shadowy Disguise.
Ooh.
Oh.
You wrap yourself in shadow to change your appearance. You can cast Illusory Disguise as a first level occult innate spell once per day.
Nice. Does that
This spell gains the shadow trait.
level up as does that like increase level when you level or no?
The spell?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's still good though.
It is.
We both have that now.
Nice.
So let's turn into something and then go underwater for an hour.
Heck yeah. I'll be a snail.
I'm already just imagining you guys running towards
like
each
a
other,
5 foot
and you
tall
high
snail?
five and disguise yourselves as each other, and just keep running.
Run off.
I don't think they can do that because of the height disparity between them.
He could be a short Neros, and Neros could be a tall Zephyr.
There we go. Each of them just even out to about 4 feet.
All right, so with that done, a little housekeeping, clerical peek behind the scenes, let's go ahead and dive back into our imaginary world,
Dive, because we
Dive
can breathe
and-
underwater.
Breach.
Splash.
where Ylva has just dropped her bow, undid the belt of her quiver, and let her weapons fall to the side. She's just holding her arms up, making it clear she's not making any attempt to cast any further spells.
What are the animals doing?
They're just kind of looking at her, looking at you, and just waiting.
Right? Val reaches in and pulls out some handcuffs.
Do you just have those?
Yeah.
With the right to remain silent.
Why would I? Why?
But please
They're
don't.
useful.
We've been using rope.
I got these in the last town we were in.
Mandibles.
So Val is just gonna go up and put her hands in handcuffs behind her. Just say, try to, do something crazy.
I understand.
All right. Well, if we could have Cornelius back, we'll just leave.
Yeah.
I look up at the troll.
The troll is looking at you all, looks at Cornelius, looks up the hill a ways, sets Cornelius down, and is like, "You have all done a good service to the trolls in taking care of this miscreant.
It's our pleasure.
I will now tell you your reward to be tendered. You will not be tendered today.
I mean, I think I was a little tendered.
You were inadvertently
My noggin's a little
tendered.
tender.
That's a very good pun.
Zafir, do you need some help? I can heal you.
I'll take some.
And the Troll King turns and shuffles deeper into the forest.
Bye. Thanks for the goose egg.
Anytime.
Once he's gone, Val's gonna just kind of be like, I hope he doesn't find out we killed that other troll.
Don't think he'll care.
We sent the other one to hide him, remember? I have every confidence that he'll be able to hide it easily.
That's right. Here, have 18 hit points back.
That was very specific of you, thank you.
You feel 18-ish pieces better.
I am overwhelmed that we didn't have to murder this one. But what do we do now? Because she didn't commit any crime, so we can't just turn her into the authorities.
I don't know,
She
it doesn't,
can't remain active.
it doesn't always have to be about a crime. If someone asks you to kill someone, you just kind of do it.
We don't want to kill her, though.
Oh, well, I mean,
She doesn't need to die. That'd be cruel.
So what are we doing with her?
I don't know.
I need to step through the thorns. I'm not with everybody.
You could walk around.
Oh, wait, wouldn't the thorns go away?
By this point, yeah, they only last for a minute.
Okay, never mind then.
So I imagine Neros is just like, I need, and the thorns just shrivel.
Never mind.
No, it was actually Zafir pulling out some hedge trimmers and just going through the entire thing.
It's very quick.
I think Einar would have noticed her looking at the animals before she surrendered, wouldn't she? Since I'm right in front of her.
Yeah, I mean, you were right in her face with a sword.
Yeah. It seems you care for more than just your family's purposes, ambitions.
Of course I do. What's the point in winning a world if there's no world left to rule over?
Those are wise words. You look at things differently, obviously. But why can't you see through the fanaticism of your family?
Make your choice of a diplomacy check or an intimidation check and get a +4 bonus.
Ooh.
Because you've got her completely beaten. She's at your mercy. So you've got an edge in convincing her to talk.
I'll go intimidation because it's better.
Ooh, what'd you get?
I rolled a 2.
Ooh, hero points spent for that. That's fair.
I kind of want this to succeed.
I don't blame you.
23.
Nice.
Fine. Can we get somewhere a little more comfortable and I'll explain everything.
I believe that can be arranged. Come. And he gently grabs her arm and motions to the rest to, where do we want to go?
Out of the forest, preferably.
Are we near the edge of the forest to leave the forest, though?
We got 2 days travel.
Right, it'll take us some time to get out of the forest.
Well, we were going to go on our way to the northeast, right?
I think we were coming in here to do this because
No.
the other person is further south.
I thought they were inside, also on the edge of the
Right.
forest to the northeast.
It would be a safer bet to go back to the town that we started in rather than going.
Jordy, is that correct that they're further south?
Yes, they're further south and west.
Oh. Okay.
So we were stopping by here because it was like, well, this is on the way.
So
and
we
then
would go
were
back
gonna-
to the edge of the forest and head.
That would probably be both fastest and safest.
Okay.
As far as I understood it, the original plan was to come in here, deal with Ylva, and then swing along the side of the forest and then pop into where Uver wanted, and then go back out and finish skirting along the side of the forest to your next target.
Okay. Well, we could leave, but we don't know if Uver's dead or gone. We still need to look for him.
He didn't really tell us where he wanted to go. He just said he needed to go to the forest.
If I may chime in, I was wanting to go back to the town that we started in.
Are you sure
What-
it's safe?
Which town?
Brush Hollow.
Brush Hollow. Zafir, are you sure it's gonna be best or safest for us to go back there?
I believe so. It would get us out of the forest, get us to a place that we're used to, and
I don't.
we
but
can
I-
retrace our steps.
But after what happened while we were there last time, I don't necessarily feel
What happened?
great about that, Zafir.
I don't think anything else happened there that would cause any issue for the rest of the party.
What happened? If there's a danger, we need to know.
What did happen?
There is no danger. I would
Val
just like
thinks
to
that-
go back and gain information.
Well, there was all the stuff that they were talking about, the boogeyman stuff, and we know that we're still being followed by that. That kind of puts us back in a path on the way.
Honestly, I think that knowing more about it would be better. It wouldn't be putting us in the path of danger.
I mean, and if he's being hunted by the boogeyman, then whoever he is the path of danger.
Well,
Not saying we don't want you around.
Oh,
Sophia.
oh,
We
hold on.
Love you.
Boogeyman.
Yes, a
Oh.
boogeyman.
Out of fairy tales, fables, boogeyman.
Uver seemed to think so, yes.
He goes by the lovingly named Tallboy Grossman.
Val
Because he's
also seemed to
tall.
think so.
And gross. And a boy and a man.
Yeah, it fit all the stories I've heard about them, and
And I've seen it. It's
And
terrifying.
you're being hunted by the boogeyman. All of you are being hunted by the boogeyman?
I
Just
wouldn't
him.
say hunted, more haunted.
Either way, it's not preferable.
Does that make me part of this haunted party?
Unfortunately,
Maybe.
yes, but I don't think that we're going to have any issues anytime soon.
I mean, if you're coming with us, then yeah, it makes you part of the haunted party.
I don't know how I feel about that, Ylva interjects.
Oh,
You have no choice.
Don't worry, you have our protection, sort of.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of in the same boat as you, but what other boat are we in?
thank you for
Hopefully one that
surrendering,
fights.
by the way. It makes our lives a lot easier.
She kind of, when you say that, she kind of like looks down, kind of like half ashamed, but then like inadvertently just like habitually glances over at the wolf and then
We
like looks down again.
we sadly had to kill Datha and Saito.
It wasn't sad.
Datha wasn't sad. She almost killed us. I
mean,
still feel bad about it, though.
I was okay about both.
You're okay with
No
killing
offense.
anybody.
You're okay with murder.
Yes.
They're a bunch of cold group, aren't they?
I think that we should get a move on. I don't like standing in this.
Yeah, that troll's gonna be back soon.
well, Einar took her away from Val, so Val's just gonna start heading over to Cornelius and then start heading south.
I'm gonna follow Val.
Is that the direction of the town?
As best as you can figure.
Everybody keep an eye out for the dwarf.
I don't want to go away from the town. I have to go back.
Who would like to make a survival check to head in the direction of town?
Uver.
I have a 11.
I have a 10.
I have a 2.
I have, I think, a 3.
You want me to roll and you assist me?
I have a 10.
We can risk it. For the biscuit.
Since you're holding on to Ylva.
Uver took the map. Gosh darn
Uver
it,
has
Uver.
everything.
No, Uver did not take the map.
Did he leave us the map?
I think we used the map on the way. didn't we?
Pretty sure we addressed that we didn't have it on the way here.
The surveyor's map is actually not magical. It's just quality enough. It just gives you a bonus for using it. But Alward, as you are all setting out, you find the surveyor's map folded and tucked in your bag.
I'm just gonna hand it to Val.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I rolled a 27.
I'm not gonna even. No.
Okay.
You feel confident.
Okay, so she's looking it over, and as she kind of walks past Ilva, she kind of stops for a second and says kind of quietly, "I didn't mean to kill him," and then kind of keeps going and goes up to Cornelius and is like, I need to talk to you tonight."
Cornelius just like nods, but he doesn't turn to meet your gaze.
Also, I'm sorry about him. Everyone seems to imply I was putting you in a lot of danger. I'm sorry if it threw you off or anything. I thought you'd be fine, but apologies.
Yeah, we'll need to talk tonight.
Okay. She's been kind of pretty shaken since you guys brought up we killed so and so and so and so, and she looks more just kind of blank. She's just kind of trudging onward.
And as Val walks towards the camera, we have a wipe transition behind her, and it's now getting dark. You have already set up camp. The fire is already crackling in the night darkness of the forest. You've journeyed with the remainder of the day back south, and you feel relatively confident that you've been heading in the correct direction. And you've gotten your rations set up, your food set out and everything. Have you rearranged Yilva's handcuffs so she can feed herself, or how are you handling that?
I'd leave that to Einar. If I was going to do anything, I'd just uncuff her entirely, but I'll leave it to Einar.
I can feed her.
Einar takes one cuff off one of her hands, cuffs it to his other wrist, so she has a free arm, but he's still right next to her.
Nice.
So, I suppose you all have questions.
Mm-hmm. They might.
None come to mind, but I've not always been the question man.
So we know about the vaguities about what's happening, but we don't really know the primary goal. We know it's to, we know it's to insert the king who's been dead for centuries, but everyone's saying he's not dead. Can you explain that?
We had always known that Aered was too great of a king to succumb to something as small as death. Our family had held faith that he would return one day, some of us better than others, but it wasn't until recently that we'd been able to hear from him directly, and he has confirmed through his communication that he is still alive and that he will be returning as king, and he will reward those who were faithful to him during his absence.
So no one's seen him?
No one has seen him directly.
So
How can you be sure that was him?
Yeah, it could just be a demon or a devil or
A boogeyman.
yeah.
Well, it's possible. It's always possible. But she looks like torn. She glances at Einar sitting next to her and just kind of pushes through. There's a young woman in our family. Her name is Svelta.
I'm well aware.
It sounds worse than it is.
Yilva just like kind of glances at Zephyr when he's like, I'm well aware. She just finds her stride again. She has a connection with our family, our ancestors. They can speak to her, and she is influenced by them. Through that connection, she can speak with Aered.
If you don't mind me asking, then why is she kept out of the loop?
She straight up looks ashamed right now. I I will admit that the things that our family does are not good. But you have to understand, there is a change coming, and like it or not, the Arid family is going to be in charge, and whenever something like that happens, you just have to make the best of the situation.
I think that the situation can be changed in many cases. Sometimes what seems certain shouldn't be certain at all.
You don't know the Aridson family like I do. You don't know what they're capable of and to what lengths they will go.
I suppose not.
So Val hasn't really been eating any of her food, and she's kind of just still very spaced. And she stands up and looks to Cornelius, and then just kind of starts walking off.
Cornelius follows, and the two of them have departed from this conversation.
Neros watches them walk off and then gets up and follows them. But like at a distance to be sort of inconspicuous. Because I don't trust it.
More conversation for us.
King Arid will return, even if his faithful do not back him. And I, for one, do not want to be on the receiving end of his wrath.
Are you even an Aridson, or are you like Saito was?
I am a trueborn Aridson. I am of the Wolf clan.
Society check.
Go ahead and roll.
Natural one. I think it's like 16, 17 total.
I'll roll.
Okay.
I'll double check that, but
That's a hilarious time to get in at one.
it is. Oh, it's 20 total. Because I'm an expert. I'm a master in society.
Wow.
So I may not needed to have rolled.
So you both got regular fails and you're not sure.
I'll take that.
Yeah. So, you're telling me that you know the true manner of the return of the king and what his rule will be, and you're just following along because you're scared of what it will do to you and not what it will do to the many of innocent others.
If you knew that a disaster was coming and you couldn't stop it, wouldn't you at least try to direct it away from those that you cared about?
I would give up everything I have and I know to do so.
Then surely you understand where I'm coming from.
And I'm telling you, you chose the wrong way.
She just, looks away. Kind of just like, I can't take you anymore.
So who's in charge of this whole operation?
What, wouldn't it be the mother?
That's what I'm trying to find out from her.
You all know an awful lot.
Yes, we were there.
We went to a soiree.
I
You were
wasn't there
there.
on that one. I missed the soiree.
Us two were there and snuck into the... Never mind.
Actually, I don't know if you were there.
I forgot it was the two of you.
Yeah. Was she there? I don't remember.
She was.
Yeah, you were there. Datha didn't tell anybody. It was the night Datha died.
Oh, do you remember that? Maybe you could give us some insight on what happened after we...
Datha died the night of the party?
Oh, yes, it
What?
was quite the party.
How do you not know that? Yeah, our friend who is no longer with us, it's his friend as well?
Yeah, Uber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lightning bolted her to death.
Well, I mean, I stabbed her 1 billion times,
Oh, that's
but that's besides the point.
She was dead at that point.
I beg to differ.
You are a cold, heartless bunch.
I had to drag him off of her body. It was terrifying.
I'm an
Doesn't
assassin.
help the matter.
She's kind of just doing deep breathing, box breathing, trying to just calm down.
I know that was a lot to take in. Take your time. I'm sorry. We didn't want to, but she left us. It was either her or us.
Yeah, to be fair, she tried to kill us. I'm pretty sure. Can't remember.
She almost succeeded.
It was a bit of a flash. I almost saw my death. I think.
Can we give the lady a moment?
No, we're just.
No,
trying
you're
to-
still talking.
Well, you're talking too.
Okay, back to the question.
You're
at
making
hand.
it worse.
Who is in charge and what happened
Give
that
Zafir.
night?
Give her a minute.
I'm reiterating the question.
Yeah. Stop. Take a moment.
She takes one last deep breath, and when she opens her eyes again and looks at Zafir, her eyes are like steely and hard. As you'd mentioned, it's Mother who is in charge.
I have follow-up questions on that, but also tell us what happened.
What do you? What?
So you remember after the whole thing, they were chasing us around the whole upper floors.
Well, Datha was with her
I-
cronies.
Well, no, not just them. It was Siggy and I'm not really even sure what happened exactly.
I don't know any of this. We had our meeting, and I left straight away. I had business here in the forest.
Well, Siggy and Svelta, we convinced them not to tell everyone because then the party would be
It would look bad.
ruined. Yeah, it would look bad on your part. And we like to save face, But I figured, there would be some sort of a miscommunication or ruckus or something when he left.
So, well, he left to go check on his sister, and then he came back and probably said everything is fine. And Datha didn't want to tell anybody because she wanted to present us as prizes.
Did you catch any of that?
That does sound like both of them.
No one's told you about her passing?
I haven't spoken with anyone since the party. I came straight here, and I've been working by myself.
I'm terribly sorry. I wouldn't have spoken so callously. I thought you already knew.
It's been a while.
Good gods. What party have I gotten into?
Well, this was a separate party. It was like a cult party. There were cultists in a blanket. Anyway, Mother. Who is this Mother, and is she actually your mother?
Hold on. Hold the... Hold on, for real.
This one we keep in.
Yeah, sure.
Yulva. She wasn't a sister, or a cousin, or anyone close to you, was she?
Datha, no, we weren't close. We worked closely together, but... So it's still... No, we weren't very close.
To be fair, between Datha and everyone else, it didn't seem like she trusted anyone and wasn't exactly on the same page. To be honest, I don't know if anybody in your little organization is on the same page. You're all just kind of told what to do, and you do it as you see fit. Which brings me back to the original question. Who is this Mother? Is she your mother? And why is she Mother? And so... I was going to say a word, but I probably shouldn't.
Why is she so old?
No, gross.
Oh,
I mean, she's very old.
It sounds like she has a perpetual phlegm.
I mean, it's the Eridsons. They're a mafia.
That doesn't mean they have to be ugly. I am a one-man mafia, and look at me.
Look at this pristine example
I'm beautiful.
of whatever fetchlings are called.
I exfoliate so much you can barely see my skin.
You wish you could get his skincare regimen.
My
because
hair
he's
is literally
translucent.
wispy. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe I'm a fetchling.
That song got to his head.
There was a song.
Fetching fetchlings.
Oh, yeah, that definitely got to my head.
I was going, that's why there's like a family hierarchy.
Oh, yeah, answer my question.
I have to admit, this is the strangest interrogation I've been involved in. My emotions are all over the place.
Well, as I've told those people many times, and you'll hear this too, Einar, most people that I interact with don't stay alive for very long.
Well, that's certainly an emotionally focusing statement.
Consider yourself lucky.
Thank you.
We're working on his bad habit.
No, you're not.
We're trying.
We call her Mother because she's sort of the family matriarch. Nobody's really sure how old she is. I mean, the rest of us always just remember her being mother just the same as she is now.
None of you question that?
Oh, that's certainly strange, but you don't question mother.
You know, that's
that
fair.
follows.
Yeah, that tracks.
What does she do? Does she have like magic, or is she really strong? Does she wail on people?
Or is it more of anybody that does so suddenly disappears and is never heard of again?
It's more that's just not done. You know, if you step out of line and just the harsh disapproval kind of discourages you from doing it again.
Oh, it's not as cut through as I thought.
I mean, I have no problem with people being disappointed in me. So I feel like that's not a great encourager.
Oh, do you mean what does she do to people outside of the family?
I mean, sure. Yes.
Oh,
Very curious. You know, boss insight.
I mean, she doesn't... I understood that phrase first as like who you work for kind of boss. Okay, I get it now. She doesn't really... I don't know. She mostly just stays inside the manor, and she works on some kind of project she has in the cellars.
We were almost taken to the cellars.
Maybe she was gonna swap on minds.
I don't think so.
That definitely gives sort of experimental on prisoner vibes sort of thing if they were going to take you to the cellars. Just observation.
So what is Hodie's mission? We don't really know. What's his purpose? And why is he sparkling?
She like kind of laughs at that question, but it's like a, nervous release kind of laugh. You're not going to kill him, are you?
I would prefer if we didn't have to kill anyone. I
mean,
just
we
want
will
to
if-
keep my family safe.
Real if we have to.
Sophia,
He could fight back like you
I'll
tried to.
point out the fact that you're still alive. He just raises his arm up, the one still shackled to her.
Hodie's not necessarily as savvy as I am.
You want me to knock him out?
I'd prefer if you just left him alone.
Well,
Still stopping the Ericssons.
yeah,
Ericssons.
you know that we have to do something. We can't just let him go on his merry way.
Look, the young one that walked off over there doesn't want to kill anyone.
I don't want to kill anyone either.
He doesn't want to kill anyone.
I don't think Neros wants to kill anyone.
I'm not
So
going to
it's-
talk.
It's just the two of you tall guy with a sword and small guy with a sword.
I don't know what his deal is, though he seems to be fine with killing anyone. I would have killed you if you continued fighting me, Fight to the death, back and forth. You stopped, I stopped.
He's a handful.
I usually just kill people that people ask me to kill and give me gold for it, so that's kind of where we are. I don't think anybody actually gave me gold to kill you guys, but I'm getting some things out of it. Not sure what yet.
The point is that most of the party, I can't speak for the other one that walked off, doesn't want to kill you, and me, as I said, I stopped when you stopped.
Hodie's just...
Not really one to stop, is he?
He doesn't want to hurt anyone. He's just talking to people. He's just talking.
Same as you?
Is he trying to gain favor for your family and the king?
I mean, maybe that's what a good servant of the king would do, isn't it?
Is he your brother or something?
He's my cousin.
You grew up together, I'm guessing? Something like that. You seem kind of attached to this one.
All of us Aridsons are family, but that doesn't necessarily mean we all like each other.
That
But-
tracks.
I don't know. Hodie's a good guy.
Good guys can make bad decisions, but it doesn't mean they're initially bad. Doesn't mean they have to die.
I just don't want you all to just go kill him because you got me and I'm talking.
We walked up immediately and between you and a troll and tried to talk both you and the troll down. We don't want to kill if at all possible.
And you just told me that you killed Datha and Saito, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm the start of a new leaf?
They both threatened us.
Datha was going to kill us unfortunately. And Saito, I believe, was an accident.
Saito was off on his own in the middle of nowhere.
As most of you are.
And where are you, Ilva?
That doesn't help your case, Neros, who's not in the scene.
Okay. So, hold on. One, I just caught in this whole thing.
Yeah, you jumped on board with this, by the way. You were like, random party, news my old friend, let's go. Thank you.
I mean, yes, Uver, the old friend, kind of want to find him.
I mean, what if we killed Uver?
Eridsons, they're a mafia. Yeah, I don't like them either.
No, hold on. Sophia, did you kill Uver?
No, I didn't, but what if he thought we did? Would you have joined us? Like, we just come up to you and be like, we don't know where Uver is. And then you would be like, well, I don't know where he is either. And I'd be like, well, maybe he's dead. And how did you die? We killed him.
I'll put it to you this way, Zafir. The best way I think you understand. If I thought you all killed Uver and I found evidence to such, I'd kill each and every one of you and not think of it afterwards.
But what if he just killed Uver?
I did nothing of the sort. Nobody gave me gold. Why does Hody sparkle?
I forgot that was part of my question.
As I had mentioned earlier, roller coaster of emotions.
That happens
Did you
every
kill
time you
your
talk
friend?
to me. No,
That's actually a good point. Did you kill Uver?
no, I did not kill Uver. I didn't get anything for it.
Wait, would you kill me if you got paid?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Look,
Sophia.
everything has a
What kind
price.
of party am I in?
A very delicate one.
That's a good word for it, actually.
We're all missing things, and well, brings up feelings.
I know I talked about this before, but would you kill my family?
I don't know. Maybe they're not in the party, but I said for a price.
I don't feel safe anymore.
You shouldn't ever feel safe. But you know what? I haven't killed you yet.
That doesn't...
I think I'm gonna go find
Don't
and
worry.
make sure Val and Neros are fine. I just want to be removed from this situation.
I'll tell you
Don't
why
leave
he
me alone with the
sparkles.
two of them.
I'm not going to kill you. If I was going to, I would have done it when we were fighting.
You say that. Why do I have any reason to believe that? He's saying he's a hired killer, and
It was. I mean, it still hits the same.
Yes,
Idea.
follow your own logic there. He's saying that. He's saying that. He said that. He said he was. I have not said any of such things.
He could also be a hired killer.
I even offered to just knock out this... Who was he again?
Hody.
Hody.
that doesn't help.
Well, he's
You're
not-
offering to hunt down my cousin and knock him out.
We were
Not kill him.
We were going to hunt him down anyway.
That's what I'm worried about.
Okay.
Again, stopping Eridsons. What part of that I do not understand?
We've got to do something. We can't just say, don't do that, and walk away. That's not going to convince anyone.
I mean, if he's open to reason, like you seem to have be,
I'm worried that you think that any cost is justifying protecting others, and then you have the moral high ground to pontificate to me about what I'm willing to spend for the good of others?
you say cost. Like you know what's going to happen. But if you take a deep look at yourself and what you know is to come, is it a cost? Or is it an excuse? To ease your conscience for what you don't have to deal with.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what's coming, and I'm afraid of what I have to become to stop it. And I don't want to fight on the losing side of a battle just to say I was fighting for the right cause. I don't want everyone I know and love to die fighting a future they couldn't stop.
Hilva, if you don't want to be on the losing side. You want to be on the one that causes this mass destruction, that of, you said yourself, what world could there be to rule if there's no world to rule? If you aid in this king, mad or not, you're going to destroy more than you could ever imagine. There's no reason to try to rule nothing. What if you joined our cause? What if you went with us? I don't know what we plan to do with you after we leave this forest. But if you die, you will die knowing that you tried to help, rather than ruling over those you condemned.
She kind of just like glances up, meets your eyes briefly, then looks away. I don't know how I feel about joining with a hired killer.
I think you should understand that when it comes to my hired killings, there is, as you may not believe it, a bit of order.
Order? You just said you'd kill your friend or his family if the price was right.
Between you and I, it doesn't come with a clear conscience. Most other things that I've taken care of are just my idea of, is this going to destroy someone's life? Is it going to help? I weigh the good and the bad. I don't want to be the one to destroy a family just because it was going to happen. I want to help people out of situations that are at a lost cause, whether they know it or not. That's why I do what I do. I kill those that don't deserve the life that they may lead, because on the path they're at, where it's not going to change, nothing good will happen.
You think you're the one who can decide which lives are meant to end and which ones are meant to go on?
It's better than anyone else trying.
I want to hear you say it.
Say what?
I want to hear you say that regardless of what happens, from here on, you won't touch Arwood's family. Regardless of what cost was given to you, or any gold you were paid, or whatever your twisted mind judges. I want to hear you say it.
I will not harm Arwood's family.
So be it. And when we meet your cousin, which we will,
Yilva kind of jumps, feeling like you had forgotten about her.
I won't kill him. I will stop him. I will knock him out. But I will not deal a deadly blow. For your sake.
And I'll consider maybe helping you all out.
Zephyr's eyes are bright. They're deep blood red, but they're almost to the point of glowing with how bright the color is. And he says to Yilva, I know that I can be confusing, more or less. Think about the conversation. Who gives you the right to decide who lives and who dies?
We're all just doing the best we can.
I'm tired. And he just reaches over and unclasps his wrist. I think we can all get some sleep. Yes?
Yilva nods. And with that, we're going to go see what the others have been talking about. And Sam asked for this segment to be closed. So, if I could get Sven, Petite, and Jenkins to head upstairs. Val and Cornelius are heading a little ways away from camp. Due to the darkness of the night and the campfire that's blazing, you can get a pretty decent way into the woods without any concern about losing your way back. But I presume you're using the old stick and rope technique.
Of course.
Rope and stone
Yeah.
to make sure you can find your way back. So
Yeah.
you're able to get a pretty decent distance into the woods to have some privacy for your conversation.
Okay. You all right, Cornelius?
I'm fine.
I don't know. Should I go first or should you? Feels like you have some stuff to talk about too.
Why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Okay. Yeah. Me and Neros, we spoke to a psycho pump named Corvus. Not one I'd seen before. Something new to me. We were talking about everything that's been going on here. There are a lot of things. I asked some questions about me as well. And it got me thinking, everyone here is so very important. They have connections to all of this stuff that's happening. And I don't think I do. I don't have that in the same way they do. I'm here because Phrasma wants me to be here. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But I asked him about you. And he said I shouldn't trust you, and I don't really have a reason to trust him, but it got me thinking more about it. And I want a straight answer from you, Cornelius. Why were you in the house?
I was looking for you.
I don't believe you.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know why I don't believe you. But there's something in me. He says that's not the case. Why would you be looking for me? There's no reason to be looking for me.
Val, I have told you again and again, you are special.
I don't believe it. Not in the way that you've been telling me. Not with some grand destiny that I have. Yeah, sure, I'm different. I have some weird blood in me, and that's different. You could call that special, I guess. All I've got is a hateful dad and a missing arm. And a goddess who has something, I guess, for me.
Val, that's not all you have. Those are just the disadvantages that you're working with that show how great you are, that you're rising to these heights even with those handicaps. Don't you see? With the past that you've had, anyone else would have just crumbled, laid down, and let their life roll them by, but you're standing back up and you're getting up to fight.
Am I? I've broken down. The only reason I'm still here is because I'm being dragged along. By you? By Phrasma? By these friends of mine? What have I been doing? Nothing. I'm just here. I'm just a broken girl full of a bunch of... I don't even know.
And what else would you be doing? If you're not accepting guidance from me, guidance from Phrasma, what else would you do? Just live a quiet life on a little farm or something?
I don't know. And that's the problem. I don't know who I am, Cornelius. I'm just... Hamir always said that following the will of gods and others makes you a toy soldier, a puppet. And maybe that's what I am.
You know, I don't give a rip about anything Hamir says. But there is a shred of truth. Following the gods can give you guidance, it can give you focus, but if you're just doing what you're told for the sake of doing what you're told, Is it really your life? So I understand, but still. I'm worried that this Corvus you spoke to, it sounds like he's trying to weaken your resolve. He told you he doesn't trust me. He didn't give you any reasons for doubting me, just to plant seeds of discontent in your mind.
But he's a servant of Pharasma.
Is he? You said you didn't recognize him.
But I could feel it. When we spoke to him, I know he was telling Therese as best he could. But there were things he was keeping.
Cornelius is like reaching out to take your hand.
No, don't. And she kind of steps back. There's something else to it. Why are we doing all of this, Cornelius? Why are we going from place to place? Why are we with these people now? You never wanted to stay with anyone. You always had something to do, now we don't. Now you're just back there, watching.
This is what we've been working on, stopping the Aeridson family from bringing King Aerid back. We've been training. You've been training to be equal to this task, and now that you are ready, it's time for me to take a step back and let you really show what you're made of.
I think maybe there's some truth to what you're saying, but I don't believe you came looking to me. I don't believe that that's why you were in the house.
And I can't help that. If you won't believe me, that's your choice. But I will never stop saying that you are special, that you are important, and that without you, this ragtag group of adventurers have no hope of stopping Aerid.
I don't know about that. Sometimes I think I might be the death of them all. This stuff, I tried with Corvus to get this corruption, whatever you call it, out of me. And he said he couldn't help at all. And it's been getting worse. I've been hearing things. And sometimes when I touch things, they just decay and die. Cornelius, it just keeps getting worse. Sometimes I don't feel like myself anymore, and that anger takes over. And I killed that man, and I
know it's hard, but sometimes the killing needs to be done.
No, that's not what I believe.
It's like cleansing a wound. You have to remove what's rotten so that the rest can heal. Val, I know you're still young, and I know this has been a difficult task for you, but I also know that you are strong, and you are wise beyond your years. I know that you can rise to this challenge.
Well, I don't know about that. What do I do there? I don't think I was very wise there. All I did was argue with him, and now he's gone. He might be dead. He might have just left, and that might be my fault.
You can't blame yourself for the choices of others around you. They're free to make their choices just as you are to make yours. Maybe it's time, after all.
What do you mean?
You're right. You need to spend some time finding yourself and spreading your wings, as it were.
What do you mean?
No, sorry. Just ramblings of an old man.
Cornelius, don't abandon me like everyone else.
I'm not going anywhere, Val. Not tonight. And if this mortal shell should fail me, then, well, I know that you'll be fine. You don't look convinced.
I don't know. I never know what to think anymore. I just need to think some more, I guess.
Yeah.
Val kind of walks off a little bit over to Sigrun and just kind of buries herself into Sigrun.
Cornelius kind of just awkwardly shuffles like he's not in the conversation, but he doesn't want to head back to camp without you. Do you want some time alone?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. I'll be back at the camp.
All right.
And he heads back.
After a little bit, she kind of backs up and sits down on the ground. And she looks up at Sigurd. I wish you were still around, Mum. And that I could talk to you. So much has been happening. And I've been feeling so different lately. But as much bad things have been happening, I met some good people. I made some friends. It's been a long time since that happened. I think you'd like them. They seem to care about me sometimes. For the most part. I'm worried about Zafir, but I don't know how much he really cares. And Uver's gone now. Now we got that new guy. Seems connected to all of this. He seems to know her. That Erickson lady, and I don't know what to make of that. I need to talk to him about it, I guess. I don't know. Seemed weird. Neris has been great. She's been very helpful. Been learning a lot from her, and she's nice. I like her a lot. And Howard seems pretty cool, but we don't really have much to talk about. So I don't get to talk to him much. Anyway. I wish you were here. Maybe we could have just lived a normal life together. Maybe Amir wouldn't have been so bad. But I haven't run away this time. I'm trying not to do that as much anymore. Val is gonna let out a yell of pain. And she starts very hastily taking off her boots. And there's some blood coming out of her ankles. And where the blood is, on each of her feet, are black feathers that grow out like raven's feathers.
Val? Are you okay?
Neros,
What's going on?
I don't know. She sort of scooches back a bit, but to look at her legs more clearly and sees those wings there kind of moving, almost like they can turn and kind of move about with her feet.
Wings or just feathers?
The little black wings coming out of her feet.
I assume those have not always been there.
No. They feel right. I don't know. And she kind of stands up, and as she's kind of walking, they're like moving along with her in a way. And basically what this is, I got a first level feat with the Nephilim instead of it being split between Asimar and Tieflings. This is the hooved, cloven feet. They give you 5 extra movement, but they can also be wings on your feet.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be a weird thing to process. What are you doing out there near us?
I saw you and Cornelius come off, and I was making sure that you were okay.
Were you listening to all that?
I was. I'm sorry. I don't trust him, Val. I didn't know what was going to happen.
I don't know. If he is lying, they say every good lie has a lot of truth in it. I just don't know what parts he would be lying about.
Right. I don't know. It just seems like, from what I heard, he's trying to steer you in I don't know, just keep you within his grasp somehow. He wants you to believe everything that he's saying.
Well, everyone always wants that from me.
Well...
It's all I'm ever good for.
What?
Just doing what other people want.
Val, have you ever done what you want?
I don't know what I want. I had a happy life when I was young. Who knows anything about that? So young. Ymir took me. I don't feel like I was myself that time. And then I've been with Cornelius. Have I been myself during any of that?
I feel
And now I'm here, and I've done a lot of what you told me to do, but I like you, but I don't is it even things I want to do?
I hope you don't do things just because we tell you to.
I don't know.
That's not what we want for you. It's not what I want.
It's different with you. It's not the same feeling.
I'm sorry if you've ever felt pressured to do the things that we ask. That's not... I don't think that's the intention.
I don't think I've ever felt pressured by it. That's why it's different.
We're not here to control you. You know that, right?
I know that. I trust you.
I'm sorry that Haymir was Haymir. And I feel like Cornelius is trying to control you too. From what I overheard.
I never thought that until recently. And then that makes me think of what else I might not be thinking about that I'll suddenly think about and realize this whole time it hasn't been right. You know? How much else is wrong that I don't know about, that I don't even think about being wrong. These things keep happening to me. I've got wings. My body seems to be changing in 2 different directions. And that's scary.
You don't know why?
I think something to do with my blood, something in my ancestry, heritage. But I don't know anything about my family.
Have you ever tried looking at, like, I don't know, family tree? Looking it up or something?
No, I haven't. We've always lived in such small places. It's never felt like there would be anything.
We could try. It might give you some answers. I don't know. I mean, the last time I tried, I didn't get answers, but I think that's for another reason. But with you, it would be different, I feel like. Maybe. I hope.
Wouldn't hurt to look next time we're in Joel or something.
No. It wouldn't.
I'm very scared.
I know you are. I can see that. I don't want you to be scared. We'll figure this out, Val.
I hope so. Never mind.
What?
I think I need to sleep. I'm really tired.
Okay.
She definitely looks like she has something that she wants to say, but she's definitely not saying it. She's not super subtle.
I kind of caught on to that.
And just as you're getting like the sense that Val might be able to muscle up the courage, then you hear the sound of underbrush as Alward is making his way towards you from the camp. And that's where we'll end this episode. All right, and the hero point for this episode goes to Petite for his somewhat masterful but definitely entertaining handling of the interrogation.
Well, I do appreciate that. And the hero point, but I think I need to go figure out how to actually ask questions effectively.
And will we see you all in the next episode?
Maybe.
That's so ominous.
Zafir will figure out how to ask questions, and Val will figure out how to talk to bad guys.
Zafir's going to kill me in my sleep.
This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. Pathfinder, Galarian, and the Lost Omens world setting are copyright of Paizo. More information at paizo.com. Music in the show is from Monument Studios' collection, as well as assorted artists with some original tracks composed by Jordy Hake. More details in the description. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to share with a friend, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time.
Are we in a pause?
Yeah, we're going to pause.
It's been a while.
I felt that coming, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw you.
I was having a conniption. It was like a seizure.